right, y'all. So we have 2 estimates today. The van is in the shop, so it worked out perfectly. So this thing will be getting some use for sure. That's the plan, man. Whenever someone calls, asks for a bunch of things, like, you know, especially like they need like the first one is tile grout, upholstery, and carpet. So I want to go out there and see it. That way we can give an accurate price, get to see, you know, get to know the client, and also see and touch what we're about to clean. After that, we have an estimate for hardwood floor cleaning. Originally, when she called or sent the inquiry, she said that she needed her floor refinished, and I was like, oh, sorry, we don't. Oh, snap. I just saw a 2-door Polestar. Anyway, yeah, so she's like, oh, I need my hardwood floor refinished, and I was like, oh, we don't do that. And she goes, well, maybe I'm saying it wrong. And I was like, well, can you send me some pictures? That way we can kind of see what we're working with. And she sent the pictures, and it looks like the top coat is intact, so it looks fairly, you know, in good condition. So I told her we can go over today and give an estimate. So that worked out also. So yeah, so other than that, man, I'll see you guys when we get there. It's DWES for life.
I sent you pictures too. Did you get those?
Yes. The pictures are definitely different when you see it in person.
Oh yeah.
That's
why I kept thinking.
Yeah.
I think you should come over here and see the floor.
That's why I always just want to see, kind of get an idea.
Yeah.
Because sometimes from a picture you can see if the clear coat is missing. Because the top coat, if it's gone, there's not really much we can do. At that point, it has to be refinished for sure. But this one's in for 25 years.
I know.
That's wild.
Yeah. Some pretty.
All right, y'all. So you guys, let me turn this down just in case you can hear that. But you guys seen the hardwood? We did book it for November 7th. So when she sent an inquiry about needing her hardwood, or when she just sent the inquiry, she said she needed her hardwood refinished, and I pretty much, you know, sent her a text, because, you know, you got to kind of weed out the jobs that aren't for you. So I sent her a text. I said, hey, you know, got your inquiry. I just want to let you know we don't refinish hardwood floors. We only can clean them. And she said, she replied back and said, well, maybe I have the terminology wrong. Maybe I just need it cleaned. So I said, you know, we can definitely see what's going on. Are you able to send a picture just so I can kind of get an idea? Because from the picture, that will let me know if the floor, the top coat is gone. Because sometimes, you know, have you ever seen hardwood where you can kind of see, you can tell it's bare wood? That's kind of what I was looking for in a picture. So when she sent the picture, I said, okay, you could tell that this floor has been taken care of. So we set it up for today to go out there and take a look at it, and got the job. So I did notice some scratches on the floor, and I just let her know that it's not going to come out. Like, we're not sanding down the floor. And she's very familiar with refinishing. she had those floors done 25 years ago and they still look good. But the thing is she goes, I don't want to move out my house for 3 days, you know, and she said the smell afterwards. So she knows. An older lady, she's just trying to, you know, keep up her home, keep it clean. And I did tell her that what we put on there is not gonna last you know, 25 years. It's not going, it's just a revitalizer. You put it on, you have to clean it on an annual, and then we reapply it. It's just something to be put on there to, you know, give a good, nice appearance. And then, you know, you have to maintain it still. So the best way to go is to have the floors sanded down. They will last a long time, but again, you have higher costs. You have kind of to be out your house. You don't really have to, especially for her, but I can see where she's coming from because the smell is kind of strong. It has like the gym floor smell, like when you play on a basketball court. Some people can stand it, some people can't. And then, you know, it's just, depending on who you go with, your floor could be dusty. Your house could be dusty when they're doing their screening, sand. So there's just so many things, man. There's, you know, for her, she's an older lady. She's just like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that. I just want to have it cleaned. And she says she'll do it every year, so we'll see. But as always, man, it's DWES for life. So you guys can see a lot of scratches when you don't have felt, or if you leave your floor very dense with a lot of debris and you move it around, move your furniture around. Oh yeah, it's a wrap. Good look. Cold game, boy. So I always like to vacuum first. Make sure I can get any of this debris off the floor, because I don't want to be the reason that there's more scratches. All right, you guys can see those deep ass scratches. I told her this won't take out any scratches, but we are putting a refinish on here. So hopefully it kind of just makes it not as bad, but that's wild. So what I did was I shifted everything over here. I told her I was going to do that side first, and she kind of had a little pushback about it. So I'm gonna do this side first, because usually what I like to do is work my way out. But I don't know. I guess she wants to get in there or something. I don't know. But I'll do this first. Give it some time to dry once I do the finish. And then, yeah, we'll make it happen. It's DWES for life. And then those darker spots are urine stains from her dog. Alright, so this is just the cleaning itself. Again, there's a lot of scratches in here. We have urine. I believe, if my memory is correct, there's a bunch of pee pads out here. But look at this. The wood is compromised. The clear coat, so it's gone down to the wood, so you have some water damage there. I'm assuming from the urine. That's kind of what happens. And then same thing right here. So there's only so much you can do with the cleaning. It needs to be, if you wanted to, completely repair all this, it has to be sanded, refinished, depending on how this is. Sometimes I got to take out boards, but we don't do that just yet. The next thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go around the edges and clean those up by hand, and we'll make it happen. I do got this little area to do, but you can kind of see how dull it is over there. That's why I stopped, because I want to take a picture. It's DWES for life. All right, y'all, so I just got done doing like a dry mop just to make sure I got any kind of moisture, any last little bit of debris on here. And this will be able to tell us what the floor looked like. So we still got some dirt that we pulled up. Not too bad though. It's also that it was a little moist, so that's kind of what we're seeing, but not bad. So what we're going to do is we are going to start putting down a product using that flat mop, that microfiber pad there, and the flat mop, and that'll be it. Let it dry. We will shift things over after it's dry, and we'll go from there. It's DWES for life, y'all. First row, and we'll make our way over. All right, so she just walked over here and was like, it looks beautiful. So there are some things that there are some things that we can do where we don't need our van. So that's why I'm doing these jobs now. They did say, they texted me last night at like 10, and they said that the van will be ready by end of today. So you guys can see the shine it's getting. It's DWES for life, y'all. And there we go, y'all. So I'm just about to leave for about an hour. Then we'll come back, shift everything over here. Then we'll be able to do that side and then leave her be. She just has to stay on that side for an hour or so. But yeah, look, it's looking good. Can't complain. It's DWES for life, y'all. All right, you guys, so we're back. It's dry. We're gonna put, we're gonna slide the furniture back. You guys can still see the scratches are there. Really nothing I can do about that. But it was looking promising, but nah, too deep. So it's looking a lot better. All right, you guys, so you guys can see we have the felt pads on everything. Moved everything back, took them off, and then she bought some and said just leave them on and she'll give me that pack and I can just put the other ones on. So brand new pack, and then did it on this. This thing is stupid heavy. You just kind of lift on one side while you're on your knees, slide them under with your other hand, and then you're good to go. Look at the way that kitchen looks, that floor. She said from here, from this edge back, was an addition when she had the floor redone. I forget what she said, 15, 20 years, something like that, some time ago. And yeah, not bad. We're gonna make it look a lot better though. Not 100%, but like I was telling her, you can still see the scratches in there, but she said she said she never opens that window, so it'd be kind of dark in here, so you'll never really see them. She is worried about this side, but it's not as bad as the other. We do have some damage here, right up in there. You can see the boards are splitting. So you gotta be real careful with hardwood, even though it's, you know, some people don't like carpet, and you know, they say, you know, it damages fairly easy and all this other stuff, and you know, you gotta keep it clean, you gotta do all types of things to it. And same thing with this, like, you know, you get a hardwood floor, you can't allow spills, you can't allow your dog just to, you know, pee on the carpet. There are certain things you can't do because over time it will seep in. Let's make it happen. It's DWES for life. So I did want to check my my dirty tank really fast just to see kind of where we were at. It's definitely dark in there, so we are definitely cleaning these floors. That's a good thing. I don't need to empty it now, but it just goes to show you guys, you know, what we're getting off the floors. And then I did do a dry mop just to make sure that it was completely dry for when I, before I put down the finish. Let's do it. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I just want to get a little scrub, a little bit more scrub, because it looks like I see some just dirt spots still behind, probably like grease and stuff. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and vacuum up, because right now what it's doing is putting down the cleaner and it's scrubbing it down. See what I'm talking about? Like, it's greasy down there. Kind of just get a little scrub action on it. It's terrible videography right there. Filming is terrible. I forgot I was zoomed in. Alright, so you guys can see that right there. So it does clean. That way you guys can see that. Alright, you guys, so it's freshly down right now. I'm just going to give it some time. And it's not going to be that shiny. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to put on a lot of coats, but it'll be like that. It looks a lot better. And this is the front area. Alright, so while it's drying, I'm just putting on some felt on the bottom of the like the more pointier feet for her. And then this sofa or chair, this sofa, this china cabinet, and that piece there will have the bigger ones. These smaller ones can go on here, here. I did put them on this. I just got to do this side. So they're on there. And then that one over there. And then I'll clear up. And then hopefully we can, you know, put it back by then, but let's see what, you know, what the time is looking like. Might have to take me a dip almost. Look at that. It's cold out there though, it's windy. windy, y'all. Trying to be like that turtle. It's DWES for life. All right, y'all. So she was very happy. I was surprised. I was surprised mainly because she was like, even though I told her, I don't know if she got just a bad memory or something. I don't know, but she was asking about the scratches, and even though I told her they won't come out with this method, I told her any scratches, these urine stains won't come out, or that's just what it is. It's a clean and just a top coat. So, but she was happy. The gloss was back. She actually told me just to go, because I already moved most of the furniture, but I was just waiting for the other side to dry. And she just said, go ahead and go. You can leave. I'll pay you now, and then if I do need you for anything, will you be able to come back? I said, yeah, that's fine. Because that big old China cabinet hutch thing, that thing was huge. For one, it's kind of big. It's humongous, man, and then it's heavy. So even sliding it, she was like, can we slide it back now? I said, no way. It's still wet. You've seen some dry areas, but that's nothing compared to to where it needs to be. So it needs to be completely dry, especially for that size and that weight. Oh man, that bad boy need to be hard as nails. Because if we move it now, we're gonna see some streaks. It's gonna mess up the finish, and we're gonna be in a situation where I don't want to be in. Because in order to because it's a polyurethane top coat refinisher, but in order to actually remove that or repair it, it has to be sanded at that point. So I don't even want to mess with it like that, even take a chance. So, but yeah, she was happy, and she said she'll call me next year. So let's see if we do this every year. We'll see, but that's the goal, what I'm saying, when it comes to this, because you got about 6 to 12 months of keeping that shine. I mean, it'll work, but it's just not going to be. What's going on with these people over here? Man, people just been acting weird today. What's going on? Acting like they ain't got nowhere to go. It's the Prius, huh? What's this, Toyota gang? I understand saving gas, but sheesh. That's why it's an old lady. But yeah, so you got some time. It'll still be there, but it'll get dull over time. And I believe they say that's because the amount of solids that is in it is not enough. So yeah, as usual, I appreciate you guys. Getting the van back, supposedly. I haven't heard anything from them. They did text last night and said that they were going to have it done. I do got 2 jobs tomorrow, so the first one is again, I'm trying to push stuff out and kind of move things around. So the first one that I have is how do you call that? Tile and grout, sorry. And we're gonna do a demo estimate kind of thing, see if it'll actually work. She said it's a porcelain. It's not glazed, so it looks like all the dirt is just seeping into the porcelain, so it looks dark. And she had a picture of the original one, or she has the original one, and it's pretty white, and then the ones that are on the floor are pretty gray throughout. So I don't know what's going on. And I told her that because I did speak to some colleagues and asked about it, and they say good luck with that. So I don't know. they said possible. It's 50-50. It could work or it can't. And I told her that. I said it's probably it's gonna look the same. And she was like, well, can we do can you at least try, like do a little spot and then see if it works or not? I said, all right, whatever. So that's the first one, and then the second one is a repeat. I do this customer twice, sometimes once a year. Actually, it's really been 2 times a year. And you guys have seen it many times. Every time I do it, you guys see it. So that's what we got. And I'm trying to, you know, get back into this little by little. I do have the new van, but it ain't ready, y'all. It ain't ready. Things happen, especially when you're getting it from a auction. So it needs some work. So had to tow it back last night because I'm assuming it's the oh man, what do you call that thing? The transmission control module, because it wouldn't shift out of gear, and I looked it up and it had every symptom. Even the tow truck driver was like, it's your transmission control module. And when I even Googled it, and all the symptoms comes up with that. So he said that happened to his, and right when they switched it out, it was fine. So man, things just happen, man. Plus it needs to be cleaned thoroughly. That thing is so nasty. I don't even feel comfortable driving it. Like I felt gross, and I just can't believe that people have will actually get in that thing and drive like that. Like, no matter if that's your company or if you're working for somebody, how in the heck do you do that? Like, how do you get in there, feel clean? Oh man, it just needs a lot of work, yo. And I talked to Liza about it. I was like, it looks rough, and I was like, you remember, our first van looked kind of rough, but it looked better than that for sure. But it did look a little rough, but this one. So and it's funny too, because I remember when I flew down to LA, I flew down with a backpack, and in my backpack I had some cleaner, and his brake lights don't work. I had some cleaner in my backpack. Look at that. Those things ain't on. I had some cleaner in my backpack. I had a bunch of microfiber towels, and I cleaned it a little bit so I could drive it back to the Bay Area from LA. So this one, I sat in it, I looked at the seat and I said, oh my God, what's going on in this van? So I don't know. It's still cheap. Whatever I got to do to it, I believe that it'll still be cheaper than, plus it's red. I don't have to do anything with the paint. No, nothing. Just got to clean it up, give it a tune up, do the that transmission control module, and it does have lifter problems, so those got to be taken care of sooner than later. But as long as we can get around, we'll be smooth. So anyway, and let's hope, fingers crossed, we get the van tonight, because I got to use it. It's DWES for life, y'all. Peace. All right, y'all. So they say she ready to roll. I gotta wash it hella bad.
Good.
I don't hear no clacking.
Yeah.
Sounds decent. Let's get to the house because it's cold as hell.